Hello, welcome to Opportunity Charter School's Lunch and Learn. Today we have with us Miss Chandler, who is our middle school principal. We're so excited to introduce you to her. And I am Miss Vasquez, the admissions supervisor, and I'll be leading some questions. Please feel free to drop any questions you have in the chat. If you're joining us live, do say hello. If you're catching the replay, let us know as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So Ms. Chandler, why don't you tell us a little bit about your history here at Opportunity Charter School?
First, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to do another Lunch and Learn. So I've been at OCS. It's going to be my 13th year, which means a long time. I would say that I've held most of all the positions here. I started as an assistant teacher and then a special education teacher. Then for a couple years, especially during the pandemic, I was the assistant principal to the middle school principal. So I've run the whole course here.
I think that's amazing because as a principal, you have that entire background here at Opportunity Charter School.
Right.
So it definitely gives you that perspective and knowledge of our students, of our systems and everything like that. So having been here for so long, 13 years now with us, what makes OCS so special?
I feel that what I've found here in OCS, I found a home for myself. I found that what's here is unique.
Mm-hmm.
Myself coming from, being in public school as a student, I realized that there were students who were left out, who weren't feeling included, who were mistake. They may have been tossed to the side. And once I came to OCS, I realized that it could be different and we were doing different.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I've stayed so long, because we treat students as, as a whole family. We bring them in and we make sure that they are taken care of in all aspects. And that's what I love about it here.
And honestly, that's one of my favorite things too. I've been here for 12 and a half years now, and I love how much we invest in our students, the special attention that they get, that we're a small school, truly a family. So I'm 100% with you in believing in our mission and what we're doing. So what is offered to students that come here that are struggling academically?
I think first off, we offer students a second chance. A chance to know that you're walking through the door, and regardless of what happened in the past or how you didn't do too well, I was here. I'm not good at math. It doesn't matter. Once you get here, you have a clean slate.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for us to catch up and work on the foundational skills. I think one of the things that we have unique here is that the staff kind of grows with the student.
Yes.
The social workers ride through the grades with the students all the way to graduation. They have a learning specialist that knows their specific needs, and is able to come into any particular class and support them on those needs and make sure that they are getting what they need. I think that, even as administrator, when the sixth graders come in, I know all their names and know exactly what they, need help with in class and can jump in to help out at any point. So I think it's tailored and unique. And that's what we offer students who are struggling here.
And I think what's nice is because we have so many staff members, it's about 5 students to 1 staff member because of all the support. And I want to reiterate, especially the support from our social workers, because if your child joins us in 6th grade, that is your same social worker throughout their entire career. So all the way through 12th grade, this means that they really get to know your child. They really get to know you. That is your point of contact. And you have that bond even after the child graduates, which is really nice. How about our students that come to us that are excelling?
So for our students that are excelling, we always, of course, want to keep them on level, above level, challenging them. So we give them challenging work, something that we've done in the past and we'll be bringing back really soon. Now that, COVID restrictions have lightened up somewhat, is, our 8th graders who could be taking different Regents courses and things like that, just pushing them so that they could get that Regents credit in the 8th grade, in math and living environment. Our students are ready, and when it's shown they're ready, we want to continue to push them forward.
Okay. Oh, that's really awesome. I love that about OCS too. And what about our students that come to us that have that have an IEP, which is an individualized education plan? For those that may not know, students that receive special education services. What types of services are offered here for those students?
So here at OCS, we have what we call special classes, which is 12 to 1 in middle school or 15 to 1 in high school. For math and ELA specifically, they have smaller classes. We have co-teaching, we have sets, students who have speech, need speech services, OT, PT, we offer that within the classroom. So students aren't necessarily drawn away from the main lesson. They can get it all incorporated and wrapped into one.
Yeah, and what's nice is in the event that your child does have an IEP and they do have busing on the IEP, the busing will be honored for them to be able to attend OCS. Otherwise, what we do provide is Metro cards for our students. And what kind of classes are provided to students in middle school, like including like electives, arts, music, things like that?
We have art. I'm not sure if you passed by one of the classes recently. The students were doing a splatter paint. I call it splatter paint, but I know it's something more intricate than that. They're doing music. You might hear in a couple minutes some banging that's happening. They're using drums and buckets to do certain types of beats. So they're doing arts. They're getting exposed to that. They're enjoying their PE classes. Just keeping them well-rounded while they're in school. As far as extracurricular, we do offer a lot of different sports. Our students come in and they want to be the next, play for the Yankees. So we have baseball, we have flag football. I believe that we're starting co-ed volleyball. We have basketball, there's track. I've never been fast, but I see some of our students are being fast. And even in after school, they are delving into other areas where you would think that, they may not have been interested in, but learning how to use things in your kitchen to perform a science experiment, doesn't cost extra. And students are really, really interested in these different fields that they might not have been traditionally exposed to.
Yeah, and I saw that actually one of our social workers is leading an awesome after-school program, game clubs. We also have tutoring after school. In addition to games like board games, but like video games, coding, and stuff like that. So we do have a lot of options for our students. And actually, let me go back and ask, what is the student's schedule, as in like what time do they start? What time do they finish?
So students start at 8 a.m. and they're finished at 3 o'clock. Each class is about 57 minutes with transition time in between. They can go from class to class in between, have a breather or break before resetting for the next class. So there's about a 7-period schedule with lunch staggered in the middle.
Okay, and is there a uniform?
Of course, there's a uniform. I didn't wear mine today. I usually do. In the middle school, we wear maroon or burgundy on top and khaki bottoms. In the high school, they have a little bit more variety. I think that you're wearing one of the gray shirts. So there's gray, there's white. Bottoms are black or gray. We like to keep it a little bit different. So from looking down the hallway, you can tell the middle schoolers from the high schoolers.
Oh, perfect. Yes. And how about students being able to leave during their lunch period? Are they allowed to leave?
So in middle school, we do not allow the students to leave. They go outside for recess where they're supervised during their recess time to make sure everyone's being safe and being cared for. Once they reach high school, they do have opportunities to leave during lunch, but honor roll and things like that are involved in those criteria.
Oh, okay. That's good to know, because I know many parents are concerned about their young kids, between 6th and 8th being able to leave the premises, and they're not. So no worries. No. Your child is safe with us in the schoolyard, in the auditorium, and the cafeteria. How about when it comes to bullying or a child feeling uncomfortable? What is in place for that here?
I think that we have one of the strictest anti-bullying policies that I've seen in many schools. We have zero tolerance for bullying. Whether it be in-person bullying, verbally, physically, of course not. Cyberbullying, now that, students are in the age of social media and things like that, we have people who are tracking and monitoring. We have an open door policy where students feel comfortable with coming to our culture team members or an administrator or a teacher just saying, hey, this is what was happening last night. I feel uncomfortable about it. Can we talk about it? We also want our parents, if you notice something is happening or you're seeing anything on your child's phone, to just give in the loop so we can work together and we can just go ahead and investigate and make sure that everyone is being safe online.
Yeah, and that also includes, can you talk a little bit about our school culture team?
Right. So we have a dean who's over the middle school and high school, but for each grade, we do have a culture team member. A culture team member, I call them the godfathers or the godmothers of the grades.
That's a good way to put it.
Yes, they feel responsible for their students. They know all their students. They try to keep the environment positive within the classes. If a student is having an off day or not feeling well and needs a moment out of the class, a culture team member can be, come on over and take them away, have a conversation with them. Or, if someone was a little bit hungry and needs something else to eat, they can take them for a second, have a conversation while they're eating. Just make sure that every student is feeling supported within the classroom.
Yeah, I think that's really important to note. Again, what makes OCS so special are all of these supports. So So you're seeing a social worker for every grade. Even if your child doesn't have therapy or counseling, this is a great asset to you as a parent and to your child, because if something happens at home or there's a huge transition, a death in the family, you notice a change in your child's behavior, you can contact the social worker, or you can contact the dean, or you can contact a school culture team member, you can contact the principal. So you have so many points of contact that really know your child. And when you leave your child, you want them to be in a safe space. They spend so much time at school. And here, since we're a small school, it's the kind of place where like everyone knows your child, literally like up and down the hallway. So you can assure that they become our family and we take really good care of them. Is there anything else you'd like to tell our families about OCS?
Just that it's a warm and inviting environment. I personally, as a parent, know that it's scary when sending your child to a new school. I had to do that this year for myself, for both my kids. And just knowing that we treat your children the same way we would treat ours. We treat students with fairness and respect. We like to have an open door policy. We like to have open communication. You let us know if anything's happening. We'll let you know if anything's happening. Because we understand that there might be academic struggles, there could be emotional struggles, but our overall goal is to make sure that every child is getting what they need, and that they are successful in the world as a whole. So I think that is what makes us unique here, what's kept me here for so long.
I think what's really nice too is our students, their transition to high school. The majority of our 8th graders actually stay with us throughout their entire career. And what's nice is that they don't have to worry about the high school application process, or the parents. You as a parent don't have to stress out about where is my child going for high school? How many high school fairs do I have to attend? You're happy here, you stay with us the entire way. And so I want to say that we are accepting applications right now for our upcoming school year. We do accept students in grades 6 through 12. We'll actually put the link for you to apply directly in the comments and in the chat feature so that you can apply. What's nice is we don't look at grades, we don't look at attendance. Literally, all you need to do is fill out the application by April 1st. I suggest just doing it, set it and forget it. And this way, when the lottery comes about on Thursday, April 7th, we will be calling the parents, we will be sending text messages, and we will be sending mailers home, letting you know that your child has been accepted and or waitlisted. If you haven't heard from us, definitely give us a call. And what I also want to encourage is, as I said, I'm Ms. Vasquez, the admission supervisor, and my colleague, Ms. Coleman, we will be the ones working with you throughout this enrollment process. We are having an open house today virtually at noon if you want to come back and tune in. But Ms. Chandler did an excellent job about telling you about the school anyway. And we may have an in-house open house coming up at the end of the month in person, where you can actually meet our teachers, meet our administrators, meet Ms. Chandler in person, which will be really exciting. And we're looking forward to welcoming you to that. So if it is, we will give you all of the details. In the meantime, feel free to fill out the application and contact us if you have any questions. Thank you again so much, Ms.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Have a good day, everyone.
Bye.